Alright guys, I got a really quick question for you. I know hopefully there's someone out there that can help me with this. I've got an old 93 Sunbird boat that had a Cobra outdrive on it, and it was eating outdrives. I went through, well, 3 outdrives in about 15 years. Anyway, I decided to do the SEI conversion about 4 years ago. I bought the conversion kit from Sterndrive Engineering, SEI, and put this outdrive on my boat about 3 years and 8 months ago. It's out of warranty is the point. I did run the thing through break-in, and I noticed that, now I'm talking about 3.5 years ago, I noticed that the oil was pretty dark when I pulled it out of there. And I called SEI and I was concerned. There was a little metal on the drain plug, and I was concerned because the oil was so dark. And they told me that they recommended a drive shower, which here's my drive shower. I did buy the drive shower and I put it on there. So for the first 10 hours or so, it had no drive shower. After that, it's had a drive shower on it, and it has 142 hours on it. Yesterday morning, when I put it in gear, even actually when it was in neutral, I heard a zzz, woo, 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 woo kind of sound. And when I put it in gear, it would get a lot louder. And to me, it sounded like gear noise. And this thing has been pretty quiet for the most part. Put a lot of hours on it, 140 hours. Got a big old Chevy 350 in there with a roller cam and aluminum intake, probably about 260, 270 horsepower. But when I pulled it out of the water, I had it in gear, and I could really hear what sounded like a lot of gear noise in the upper here, and it felt like the whole thing was kind of vibrating, making a lot of noise. So I came home today and I pulled the outdrive off, as you can see, and I took the top off of it and really expected to see just chewed up gears all to hell. But I didn't. Surprisingly, hopefully you can see in there that the gears are in really good shape. They look like they have the right markings on them and everything. But my question is, and hopefully someone can answer this for me, this gear right here in the front, this part seems real stout, doesn't move around at all. I wish I could. Makes a little bit of noise, but the gears, like I said, to me, the gears look fine. I have had chewed up gears before, and I've seen what they look like. These gears kind of look okay. The question is, this gear right here looks like it just moves around a lot. An awful lot. Now, I understand that the bearing housing for the top is not installed, but even when you turn it over and look at it in the bottom under here, you can see it sure moves an awful lot. So I guess there's, I don't know if there's 2 bearings under there or just 1 bearing, but with that thing on there, I'm just wondering if this is normal for that bottom bearing to be that loose. If anybody has any opinions or you think can help me, I'd appreciate it. I'm really not looking for comments, you know, like, hey, SEI is garbage, you shouldn't have bought a SEI drive. You know, here we are. It has failed, I believe. It's making a lot of noise. I think that bearing under that gear is bad. Had a lot of fun with this drive. I mean, it's ran super good, and you know, it occurs to me that every SEI drive that is bought is replacing a Mercruiser drive that failed. So, you know, drives fail. I think I'm probably pushing this thing pretty close to the limit as far as the horsepower. You know, they say alpha 1s are really only good. This is an Alpha 1 Gen 2. Are really only good for 300 horsepower. And I mean, mine's probably pretty close to that. And I do a lot of, we do a lot of wakeboarding and pulling up big skiers and things like that. So we push it pretty hard, but it performs really great. It has up until just the other day. And I'm thinking about just buying a new top end, putting it on here, see if that fixes it. And maybe taking this one apart later and inspecting those bearings below that. But I really just want to get back to the lake within the next week or two. So let me know what you think. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.